born with sickle cell anemia in Africa every year, according to World Health Organization, with Nigeria accounting for about 3/4 of these births. 60% of these 200,000 die every year as a result of sickle cell anemia. So I think it's fair to say that about 100,000 infants die yearly from sickle cell anemia. Now, I'm sure we know that sickle cell anemia is a genetic disorder, right? Meaning there are no age barriers. Nevertheless, it remains a low priority for many health ministries.
A very good morning to you. Welcome back. I'm Tende Chimelu, and you're now on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the Weekend Show. Sickle cell disease is a hereditary blood disorder that causes pain, organ damage, and a shorter life expectancy. Although it is primarily affected by people of African descent, it can affect anyone. Advances in treatment and increased awareness are crucial steps towards improving the lives of those battling with sickle cell. And since we're in the Sickle Cell Awareness Month, it is crucial to understand and support individuals affected by this genetic blood disorder. And to throw more light on this topic, we have a returning guest, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Anna Ochigbo, founder of the Hoplite Sickle Cell Foundation. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the Weekend Show. Thank you for being here. So, for those of us watching you for the first time, can you tell us more about the Hoplite Sickle Cell Foundation and everything it represents?
Hoplite Sickle Cell Foundation is an NGO for sickle cell warriors. It's basically focused on raising awareness on the importance of genotype testing before marriage, and also a platform where we get to create a community for sickle cell warriors to feel like they belong in. We also offer prenatal care for people at risk of bearing affected offspring. And over time, we've been able to do a lot of that.
Amazing. I like the fact that you use the word sickle cell warriors instead
please.
of victims or patients.
Or survivors.
Right. It
Yeah.
makes more sense. Now, can you tell us about some of your experiences with some of the sickle cell warriors pertaining to your foundation?
Yeah, well, over time, I've gotten to discover that most sickle cell warriors do not only want financial support, which is very important, by the way. They also want emotional support and physical support.
Right.
They want people who understand them in the same room to, share experiences and have people actually listen. And that's why the Hoplite community, the Warriors community, has been able to give them that. And I think it's really nice getting to see that they're opening up, and a lot more people are coming up to say that I have sickle cell anemia. You know what? That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the health and the charity part of it. No. Now there's the community, there's the social part for the sickle cell warriors. Amazing. So what are some treatment options that can be prescribed apart from the regular medication? Now, is there any kind of surgery or any kind of treatment option or alternative that can be prescribed for people living with sickle cell?
Yeah, over time, we've always been told about bone marrow transplants, but like I always say everywhere, get that from your medical practitioner or from a medical doctor. Don't just decide that you want to go and have a bone marrow transplant. You probably might not need it. But aside that, you do need your folic acid and your paludrin and vitamin C daily, so yeah.
Wow, amazing. So can you tell us about the Hoplite's latest project? Because we saw your video playing before this segment. And this happened quite recently, right? So can you tell us about that project?
Okay, so recently we had a collaboration with National Lottery Nigeria for one of their give back projects. We had a symposium and also a hospital visit. So the symposium was basically for the warriors. It was just for them to, the community I talked about, have them share their experiences, have donors and sponsors listen to them and, come forward for them. For the hospitation visit, well, it wasn't just for sickle cell warriors. At some point, we had to give other people. It was just to create funding for people who have been admitted over time, basically indigent patients in National Hospital Nigeria. But aside that, most of these sponsors have been able to come forward to fund medications, you know, surgery sometimes, and blood donations for sickle cell warriors. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm really, really inspired by the work you
Thank
do,
you.
and I feel like giving you a hug right now. It's really, really amazing. I've seen you do this consistently, and you keep at it, even though it's being self-funded and even by volunteers and all the rest,
Yeah.
but it doesn't make you, you know, relent. So it brings me to my next question now. What really inspired you to create the Hoplite Sickle Cell Foundation?
Okay, I think a lot of times what keeps things like this running is passion. I lost 2 siblings to sickle cell anemia, so it's been like a healing process for me. When I see other warriors doing really well and not going through what I went through, I feel like it helps me heal. So yeah, it's passion.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That's great, and I must commend you once again. So finally, before we leave, is there anything you would want to share with the public, anything you want them to know on how to, you know, participate, support the foundation and all that?
Okay, so it's Sickle Cell Awareness Month, as we know. I would really like to urge the general public to go and donate blood if you can. Please get, you know, a medical person before doing that. Yeah, but please go out to donate blood as frequent as you can, because most sickle cell warriors benefit from blood donations. A lot of times, the blood in the blood bank might not even be a match. So please go out, donate blood as much as you can. And if you know a sickle cell warrior, reach out to them financially, physically, emotionally. Just be there for a sickle cell warrior.
Supportive.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Anna, for coming to the weekend show. We're definitely going to see more and more of you on subsequent episodes. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So there you have it, people. Miss Anna Ochigbo, founder of the Hoplite Sickle Cell Foundation. Well, it's a wrap on the Entrepreneur Spotlight on the weekend show, but stick around. We still have many more segments coming up right after the short break. I'm Tende Chimelu. Have a great weekend.